Good evening. A weather impact alert is issued tonight. You might be thinking, well, it's been a gorgeous day today. We're eventually going to have quite a dynamic forecast for the next couple of hours setting up. So make sure that you do have some warnings enabled as we approach the 9 p.m. hour into the overnight period. It's been gorgeous and you have a beautiful sunset also setting up somewhere between those low and mid 70s in the afternoon time frame. We'll continue toward the low 70s and then 60s towards 9 o'clock. You're going to see temperatures race lower after a severe weather threat passes us and we see colder air rush in behind the front. Want to take you to the radar picture at the moment. Across our area, it's quiet. But if you look off to our west, you'll notice this line of storms now moving through Alexandria and Lake Charles, with that southernmost tip still in Texas. And these red warning boxes are actually tornado watches. So something to keep in mind. We also see a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings, but so far the line has been pretty tame as it's continued to march east. So we've got a few quick passing showers, and most of this is pretty much on the North Shore. Otherwise, going to be a quiet forecast for the next couple hours ahead of that major front's arrival. So temperatures are going to fall off considerably from the upper 60s and mid 70s across the area to what feels like about 50 degrees colder tomorrow morning. Here's your wind at the moment. We've seen a wind advisory because of these gusts up above 30 miles an hour at times, and you'll notice a transition on the wind direction out of the southwest. So we do have that wind advisory with us until midnight. Something to keep in mind, it's really spanning the entire viewing area, North Shore, South Shore, and Mississippi Gulf Coast. Over the next few hours, temperatures will drop off, especially heading towards 10, 11 o'clock. We'll start to see much colder air on the backside. Actual temperatures in the 30s, waking up across most spots tomorrow. So tonight, make sure you have those alerts enabled as you're probably heading off to bed. This line of storms is going to race through very quickly. The primary concern will be for gusty winds. Not too worried about a flooding threat because of how quickly everything will move through, but just want to make sure that you're aware if there is any need for moving away from your windows or doors. That tornado watch not including our area, but just to our west and north. So something to keep in mind. We'll be watching it, of course, as we get closer to 9 o'clock. The overall threat higher on the North Shore than south of the lake. Level 2 out of 5 risk is issued there. And on the South Shore to the coastline, we see that marginal risk instead. Again, as far as the time frame, here comes the line of significant storms right around 9 o'clock in the western portion of the viewing area. It moves through our metro and most North Shore locations by 11. And then we'll see it quickly race off to the eastern portion of the viewing area before 1 a.m. So as you head into the overnight time frame, that colder air will be filtering in again, and the winds will be picking up significantly as well. Major pressure differences as we go from low pressure across the board to that high pressure locking in place for a few days. So that's why you've got such a significant temperature drop off. As far as tomorrow, it's going to be much colder, much quicker. So look, here's just about 1 in the morning. You'll see half the viewing area starting to feel that significant impact with the wind chill forecast. That means when you're waking up tomorrow, it's going to feel like the 20s in most spots, even some teens across parts of the North Shore off to the west. Now, that's what it feels like, not your actual temperature. So we'll be dealing with the coldest air filtering in again as we approach Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday mornings. But if you're anything like me, you might have already put out the Mardi Gras decor today so that you're not doing it in these conditions. If you're going to stand in line for a king cake early tomorrow, you'll certainly want to bundle up as well. We've been talking about people, pets, and plants as a precaution on the North Shore for quite some time. Tomorrow, you won't yet have to worry about protecting the pipes, but as we get towards Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that will definitely be something to consider north of the lake. On the South Shore, people and pets. As far as plants, we're not quite going to be at that freezing mark, so it should be fine overall. But again, your forecast dropping off significantly as we head into the Monday time frame. So we do have a cold weather advisory for tomorrow with the wind chill values as low as 16 to 26 degrees. It's going to be with us from midnight tonight until tomorrow morning. And again, the big weather impact alert for cold weather on the backside of this is issued Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Pipes will be necessarily protected on the North Shore heading into that range of 26 to 30 degree actual temperatures. On the South Shore will be closer to freezing itself by Wednesday. Similar conditions, a little bit warmer on the South Shore. Same thing for your Thursday morning. So some of the coldest air that we've seen here in a long time. But those overall conditions much more significant for a hard freeze on the North Shore than south of Lake Pontchartrain. And where you see this pink shading, we could have the problem with pipes. So something to consider basically from Tangipahoa up to Washington and the northern portion of St. Tammany all the way to our state line. We'll continue to see a little bit more warmth on the South Shore into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we definitely warm up by Friday morning. At that point, our high temperatures a little bit closer to the mid 50s. So biggest overall significant weather change will be the temperature drop off into tomorrow morning. We're going to stay a little below average as we approach the rest of the week as well. Here's your 7-day forecast. Lots of sunshine at least. That'll be good news. No concern for any type of wintry precipitation at the moment. Temperatures will be well into the 50s for highs by the time we have that rain coming through on Friday. Most of us not worried about any type of even remote opportunity for wintry precip on the North Shore. Temperatures will be just above the freezing mark. We'll continue into the weekend a little bit warmer as well.